We have Joe from Mobile, and this is his question. He says he has an insurance policy on a loan. Due to COVID, can I be relieved of loan with insurance policy?
And I'm not sure I really understand his question. I know certain loans carry what we call credit life, or some kind of credit protections for job loss or illness, but to answer that question, we would really have to look at that insurance policy he has against that loan to tell him if it would qualify. But there are very narrow circumstances where you do have some kind of credit protection insurance on loans, but generally those are not very debtor friendly, I guess is the best way to say it.
Right. And Andrea, I would say, and again, without seeing the policy, we would have to, look at that before we could answer it. But in a situation like that, I would say, I'm leaning, just like Larry said, leaning hard to the fact that you're not going to get any kind of protection because of COVID on something like that. Because, there's certain bills, certain obligations that you have that are not going to go away, that are not federally mandated, such as rent or mortgages or things of that nature. If you have a Target credit card or something of that nature, you still have to pay it. And now you may want to file bankruptcy on something like that, but with other things that you're buying, such as, life insurance, things of that nature, I'm not sure how that would fall into the protection of what we're talking about tonight.
Hey, Larry, I'm curious, how does bankruptcy impact your credit score, and how long does that bankruptcy show up on your credit report? Is that something that you can recover from with your credit score?
You can recover from it. It usually is reported on your credit for 7 to 10 years as the filing of a bankruptcy. But there are several things you can do once the bankruptcy is over to start rebuilding your credit. How the credit score is determined, I don't know. Those are kind of proprietary numbers by the three major credit bureaus. But, once the bankruptcy is over, I try to help my clients start rebuilding their credit, make sure their credit report is accurately reflecting that all of those debts are discharged in bankruptcy and showing that on the credit report. Advise them to take out a small gas card or a small credit card and charge, a week's worth of groceries or 2 tanks of gas a month and pay the bill off and start rebuilding your credit. But it will be on your credit report for up to 10 years.